Hey everyone, getting ready for your TA1 assignment? I know you've got to compare different stories and choose the absolute best one. Well, in this quick guide, we're going to master the exact English grammar you need to do that perfectly. Let's jump right in. So, you've got a few movie stories lined up, and you need to pick the most interesting one, right? How do you explain your choice clearly in English? How do you prove that one story is, say, better or more exciting than another? That's exactly what we're about to figure out. All right, first up, comparatives. This is going to be your go-to tool whenever you're putting just two things side by side to see how they stack up against each other. Yeah, think of it like this. Comparatives are for duels, not for big, messy group battles. It's always one movie versus another, one character against another. You're just shining a spotlight on the difference between a single pair. Okay, the rules here are actually pretty simple. For short little adjectives, like hard or fast, you just tack on and then than. But for the longer ones, like demanding, you just put the word more right in front. Easy, right? But of course, English loves its exceptions. Good and bad are the two big ones you just have to memorize. We never say gooder or badder. It's always better and worse. Go ahead and lock those into your brain. Okay, so that's how you compare two things. But what happens when you've got a whole bunch of them? For that, we need our second tool, superlatives. This is how you pick the one that stands out from all the rest. And here's the key difference to remember. Comparatives are for two, but superlatives, they're for three or more. This is how you crown a champion, the one that's at the very, very top of the list. It's not just better, it's the best. And hey, look, the pattern is super similar to comparatives. For short adjectives, instead of you add the and est. So cheap becomes the cheapest. And for those long adjectives, instead of more, you use the most. So stressful becomes the most stressful. And yup, our irregulars are back again. In their superlative forms, good becomes the best and bad becomes the worst. So make sure you know the whole family. Good, better, the best, and bad, worse, the worst. Okay, enough with the rules, right? Let's actually put this stuff to the test. I'm going to show you 5 sentences. I'll read each one out, give you a few seconds to think, and you try to fill in that blank. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, number 1. Action movies are exciting than dramas. The answer is more exciting. That's because we're comparing just two things, action movies and dramas, and exciting is one of those long adjectives. All right, next top. This is bad movie I have ever seen. It has to be the worst. Why? Well, because we're comparing this one movie to all the other movies you've ever seen. That's a huge group. And of course, bad is one of our special irregulars.
Here's the third one. My new phone is fast than my old one.
You got it. Faster. Simple comparison between two things, the new phone and the old one, and fast is a short adjective. Perfect.
How about this one? She is tall person in her family.
Correct. It's the tallest. We're picking one person out of a whole group, her family, which is definitely more than two people. And the last one for our practice round, in my opinion, this story is interesting of all.
And the final answer is the most interesting. That little phrase of all is your big clue. It tells you you're picking one out of a group, so you need a superlative. Excellent work.
That was a great practice session. Okay, let's just wrap this all up with one final summary so you feel totally confident and ready for your TA1. Here it is, your final cheat sheet. Seriously, if you're ever in doubt, just come back to this. Ask yourself the big question. Am I comparing just two things, or am I picking one winner from a group? If you can answer that, and you can remember our two irregulars, you've totally got this. So now you have the tools. You're totally equipped to not just choose a story, but to argue exactly why it's better, or more exciting, or simply the best choice for your presentation. Good luck with your assignment.